Hello, and welcome to Arizona Courts. I'm Judge Waters. Before we start our hearings today, there are several things that you need to know. If you have been charged with a criminal offense, you have the right to remain silent. The court will presume that you are not guilty until the state has proven that you are guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to an attorney, and in some cases, if those cases involve jail time and you cannot afford an attorney on your own, you may be eligible to have the court to appoint you an attorney for you at little or no cost to you. You also have the right to a trial, where you will have an opportunity to confront all of the state's witnesses and to compel witnesses of your own to appear and testify on your behalf. If you decide to plead guilty or no contest in your case, or if you accept a plea agreement with the state, you will be waiving all of those rights. This court deals with misdemeanor offenses. Misdemeanors come in 3 categories: Class 1, Class 2, and Class 3. Each class has a different set of maximum penalties. The maximum penalty for a Class 1 misdemeanor is a $2,500 fine plus surcharges, 6 months in jail, and 3 years probation. The maximum penalty for a Class 2 misdemeanor is a $750 fine plus surcharges, 4 months in jail, and 2 years probation. The maximum penalty for a Class 3 misdemeanor is a $500 fine plus surcharges, 30 days in jail, and 1 year probation. I am also required by law to explain the possible immigration consequences of pleading guilty or no contest. If you are not a citizen of the United States, pleading guilty or no contest to a crime may affect your immigration status. Admitting guilt may result in deportation even if the charge is later dismissed. Your plea or admission of guilt could result in your deportation or removal, could prevent you from ever being able to get legal status in the United States, or could prevent you from becoming a United States citizen. Your first appearance before this court is your arraignment. At the arraignment, the court will inform you of the charges that have been filed against you and take your initial plea of guilty or not guilty. If you decide to waive all your rights and plead guilty, in most cases, the court will immediately enter judgment and determine your sentence, and that will conclude the matter. In some cases, however, especially in cases that involve victims, you might be required to come back on a different date for entry of judgment and a determination of your sentence. When the court enters a plea of not guilty, you are given a date and time for pretrial conference. The pretrial conference is a hearing where you will meet with the prosecutor in your case, exchange evidence, and talk about resolving the matter without going to trial. It is important for you to know the prosecutor is an attorney who represents the state of Arizona. He is not there to give you advice or to tell you what is in your best interest. If you do not have an attorney, you will need to make that decision on your own. Please understand that you are required to appear at all of your court proceedings. If you fail to appear on the correct date and time, a warrant will issue for your arrest and a new charge may be filed against you for failure to appear, which is a misdemeanor offense. If any of your charges are traffic related, the Motor Vehicle Division will be notified and you may have your license suspended. It is up to you to keep track of your court dates and make all of the necessary arrangements to appear in court and on time. Appearing on time for all of your court hearings is your responsibility and yours alone. If you know that you will be unable to make it to a court date, or if you need special accommodations, it is your responsibility to make a request in writing at least 10 days before you are scheduled to appear. Your hearing will begin soon. Before the bailiff shows you into the courtroom, please make sure you are dressed in proper courtroom attire. Small children are not allowed inside the courtroom, and you will be asked to remain as quiet as possible inside the courtroom out of respect for other patrons of the court. Again, welcome to Arizona Courts. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. The judge and court staff will do their best to help you in any way possible.